Hello, I'm Carrie Wallace. I was asked to figure out how to do a ponytail hat, so I made little baby ones because I was testing them. Made my first one, and I like it, but it has, I don't know if you can get close in here, but it's kind of got 3 different patterns on here. 1, 2, and 3. And although that kind of is the rage, and if you want to, you can definitely do that, I did another one that was all one pattern. So it all kind of looked the same. Very simple, not challenging, too challenging. Just make a regular hat however you do it. You just make the brim of the hat. I normally like to go, I don't know, if you're doing an actual brim, you do 4 inches and then roll it up unto itself to make 2 inches. But it's whatever your preference is. So I made kind of a, let me show you this one. I made kind of a brim here. This is again a baby one. And I'm going to start with these here. It's very simple. 1 row of E-wrap, 1 row of pearl. So 1 E-wrap, 1 pearl, 1 E-wrap, 1 pearl, all the way around until you get sufficient brim and it won't curl on you. And then you always want to make the hole for the ponytail, have the beginning of the hole start on the E-wrap. So as you're ending on the E-wrap and getting ready to start the pearl stitch, you want to stop there. And so I've got the E-wrap here. Come on. And kind of try and make it as easy as I possibly can, because it takes me a little while to do this. So I can just get this last one over. Of course it's going to be challenging. There we go. So then I'm going to bring these down. The smaller ones tend to be a little bit more challenging for me because I can't quite get a good enough grip on them. And I'm one-handed. So anyway, you start at the knob here, and this is kind of what you normally go by. But you want to start with the knob, and I'm going to go in between these two. So in between stitch 1 and the last stitch, you're going to make your hole for the ponytail. And so I'm no longer going to be going in a counterclockwise, or you can go clockwise, however you normally do. Just do the opposite. So instead of going this way, I'm now going to go this way. Except I'm not going to start on a E-wrap, excuse me. I'm going to start with pearl. And I'm always going to skip these ones as I'm going. So sometimes you can go like this, but I find it makes a prettier wrap. I don't know if you could see that, but kind of makes it prettier on the inside if you skip the first nog and then go to the second. So I'm going to kind of do this. And I'm going to start E-wrapping. So I'm going to E-wrap this way. Sorry. I'm going to purl this way. And then I'm going to E-wrap this way. But I'm not going all the way through. So I'm just going to purl. And for sake of time, I'm not going to be doing this whole thing, so I'm kind of just trying to make it a very short, informative video for you. So you're going to purl all the way around, and once you get here, you're going to stop. And then you're going to turn it, and you're going to skip this one and E-wrap. And then you get over here, and then you're going to purl this one. And here's what I mean, if you guys are confused. It's going to eventually make this little hole. I have the peg here, and I skipped, I went in between these lines and went back and forth and back and forth. And you make this hole. I normally do this for about 4 or 5 rounds, and then to seal it, this is an E-wrap one, so I just E-wrap the whole thing. I always make tight stitches, I don't know why, but it just works best for me. If you like making them really loose, then make them real loose. So I don't know if you noticed, but I skipped this one, which is what I was talking about on this one. You skip the first one, and it makes a really pretty little inside. So then you just E-wrap the whole thing. And then when you get to here, you start purl. And then E-wrap. And then purl. But you're not going back and forth like this anymore, like a U shape. You're just going to go and finish the hat completely. On this one, I did purl, E-wrap, purl, E-wrap. And then I tried to do purl, E-wrap, purl, E-wrap on this one. And I kind of came up with this one here. Oh no, I'm sorry. I did not do that. I did purl, E-wrap, and then this one was just a straight E-wrap. And it kind of made this little shape here, which is kind of pretty. And then I did just when I was done with the hole, I just made a regular E-wrap all the way around and got this third pattern here. So I hope I've made this somewhat simple for you guys. If not, please let me know and I will try to redo it. Anyway, thank you so much. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care. Bye.